All right, welcome to another episode of the Ridiculously Lame Wrestling Show. I am Robert Lentini. We're going to be going over WWE Survivor Series 2024. I've been waiting for this event for feels like an eternity. Did it deliver? Somewhat. Some matches did. Some matches did not. Some matches were a huge letdown. But we're going to go over the show match by match, starting with the opening bout, the women's WarGames match. Kicked off the show. I was looking forward to this, but it did feel a bit cobbled together here. Jade Cargill was not in this match, although she was originally scheduled to be. She was attacked on SmackDown by a mystery attacker. No update on that tonight. No real clarity here. I'm being kind here. The first 25 minutes of this match sucked. It was just a botch fest galore. They looked just out of sorts. The moment that I have crystallized in my mind is Io Sky, like in the steel stanchion or the separator in between both rings for the WarGames match. Looked like she was about to go in to one of the rings for a sequence, realized, oh, this isn't my cue, laid back down. So she was like crawling to get back into the ring, like rewound herself and laid back down. But she made up for it with an excellent moonsault off the top of the cage with a purple trash can over herself onto everyone below, while Tiffany Stratton on the opposite side of the cage hit a swanton bomb onto everyone down below as well in the other ring. That was a cool sequence. The one thing I hated about this match happened in the men's WarGames match too, but it was just brutal in this one. Is this every person that got into the ring, they're under the ring looking for a weapon. They're under the ring looking for something. Raquel Rodriguez pulls out a table and then just leaves it outside the ring. It took her 48 seconds to get this table from outside the ring. Never makes it into the ring. I don't get that stuff. But I really enjoyed Candice LeRae walking in front of Tiffany Stratton when she's supposed to enter the match, kind of just giving her the middle finger. There's something going on there with that Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, Tiffany Stratton storyline. Tiffany Stratton had her Money in the Bank briefcase in a trash can tonight. She almost cashed in. We had Nia Jax and Liv Morgan lying down on the canvas. Stratton had the chance to cash in, but Raquel Rodriguez starts screaming at her, "What the hell are you doing?" All of a sudden, Io Sky comes out of nowhere with a fire extinguisher, sprays everyone. But in the end, it's Rhea Ripley hitting a riptide off the top rope on Liv Morgan through the table, so Ripley is pinned. The Women's World Champion. Looks like we're getting that feud to continue, as it should. Ripley's been screwed out of that title several times. Dominic Mysterio screwing her over at SummerSlam. And then at Bad Blood, Raquel Rodriguez making her return from her hiatus and that match in a DQ. So I'm down for Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan again. I predicted that Tiffany Stratton would cash in. Still going to be extending that. All right, that's fine. But I also thought the heels were going to win this match. I got pretty much all my predictions wrong, it feels like. Pretty much. But that's fine. Still, overall, this match, like I said, the first half of it, really bad. Just really bad. It was a really just sloppy way to start the show. Thought it killed the crowd a little bit too. Just a poor start. But then by the second half, the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome." So they recovered, and there were some cool spots in this match. Io Sky, I thought, stole the show in this match. They've been Rhea Ripley pinned Liv Morgan, so that feud's continuing. That was that match. It was terrible at the beginning, but finished strong. I don't think that's the formula for an opening match. I think you just want to start strong, not start like, holy shit, what's going on here, and then finish strong. I don't think that's what the start they were looking for. I don't think this is the match they were hoping for. But it wound up not being terrible. It was decent. So that's good enough. With the way that this match started, to salvage it to decent, I'll take it. LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. This feud just came out of nowhere. Just Shinsuke Nakamura showed up after Knight defeated Santos Escobar on SmackDown a few weeks ago. He hasn't been on television for months. I can't remember the last match he's had. And he's attacking LA Knight. I'm like, all right, this is a nice little feud here to set up LA Knight's next rivalry. This isn't Shinsuke Nakamura's a transitional rivalry to set up someone else. No, that wasn't the case, because Nakamura on this past Friday's episode of SmackDown spit the mist in Knight's eyes, and LA Knight's having people pour water on his face. He's screaming, he's in pain. He's off his game to start this match tonight, never recovers. And Shinsuke Nakamura didn't really cheat here. He raked the eyes, but that's just a heel move that happens every other match. And then hit him with the Kinshasa, and that was it. There wasn't anything like a low blow, a chair shot, brass knuckles, nothing. Just Nakamura defeated LA Knight to win the United States Championship. LA Knight's title reign was like 113 days or something. He won it from Logan Paul in Cleveland at SummerSlam 2024. Decent reign. I just wasn't expecting it to end to Nakamura tonight. I would have been fine if he dropped it to Nakamura in like a month or two with a better rivalry. I feel like this is the first chapter of their rivalry, but he's already dethroned him. Nakamura's already dethroned Knight. I was expecting this match to have a screwy finish. Maybe Nakamura DQs himself, and they have like Nakamura tries to injure his knee or something crazy and make his personal rivalry, and then he dethrones him. And then Knight maybe can become a heel. Instead, he just defeated him clean tonight, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting Knight's U.S. title reign to continue. Just kind of feels like an unceremonious, random end to his United States Championship reign. It didn't work for me. I like Nakamura's new entrance. I'm happy Nakamura's back. I'm a fan of Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought what happened with him and AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34 or whatever the hell it was sucked. After Nakamura won the Royal Rumble, I wanted to see him win the title. I did not want to see him have a mediocre match with AJ Styles, which I can't believe that sentence is true. That should have been a legendary match and then turn heel with a low blow. And now on tonight, I just didn't want to see him win the United States Championship because, again, we haven't seen him in ages. It just feels really random. And I don't know what the direction is for LA Knight after this. Hopefully he comes after Nakamura again and we get this, a good story told in this rivalry. Knight, should want revenge on Nakamura, but we'll see. I just did not expect this result, and I thought the match was decent, but the ending just was a bummer. And then we get to what I thought was the match of the night, the Intercontinental Championship. Bron Breakker defended against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, a triple threat match. The build to this match I've enjoyed. Gunther telling Kaiser to be his own man, and he's just inserted himself into this Intercontinental Championship feud. And this, like I said before in the predictions, this is a well-booked match because I did not care who won. Bron Breakker makes the most sense because you've already cut his first Intercontinental Championship reign short, so you could give Jey Uso a brief title reign before having him go to the Bloodline for the WarGames storyline. But I would have been fine with Sheamus winning because he's never won the Intercontinental Championship throughout his whole career. So it would have been an epic moment for him tonight, but it wasn't his time. I feel like that has to happen before he retires, but it wasn't his time to take it from Breakker. And Ludwig Kaiser, I think, is going to be a star, but I don't think you need to give him the title right now either. And that's not what happened. Bron Breakker wound up winning. The guy's a freak athlete. Just his athleticism is insane. There was not a wasted moment in this match. Sheamus beat the shit out of everyone. We had the 10 beats of the Bodhrán against the barricade on both stars. It was just a back and forth, hard-hitting match, but in the end, Bron Breakker gets the win. He hits a spear on Kaiser and then hits another spear on Sheamus. Not going to break this down move by move. Go back and watch this if you didn't. It's 18 minutes of just three guys giving it, everything they have to try to win the Intercontinental Championship, but in the end, it was Bron Breakker who stood tall. I want to see Bron Breakker hold on to the title for a long-ass time. I want to see him have a similar reign to Gunther. I don't think it needs to be 666 days, but if it's in the 300s to 400s, I'd be fine with that. And then next year, move him on to the undisputed WWE Championship or World Heavyweight Championship. Kaiser could be an Intercontinental Champion right now, and so could be Sheamus, but it's Breakker's time. Do not end his title reign anytime soon. Have him dominate. And that's what he did tonight. He deserved this win. And I hope he faces Sheamus again. I hope he faces Kaiser again. They could run this same match back at the next premium live event or at Saturday night's main event, and I'm tuning in. Next up, we get to my least favorite match of the night, mainly because of the finish, but just overall how this match was booked, how this rivalry has been booked, how they've made Gunther look in the past few weeks leading up to this match. Gunther defended his World Heavyweight Championship against Damian Priest. He captured the title from Priest at SummerSlam thanks to the Judgment Day's Finn Balor. Finn Balor interfered at SummerSlam, cost Damian Priest the title. The Judgment Day also betrayed Rhea Ripley. Dominic Mysterio turned his back on Rhea Ripley for Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. And it was just, we got pretty much the same finish. Finn Balor getting involved tonight and helping Gunther win the title and retain the title. He just hit a coup de grace off the steel steps onto Damian Priest, and Gunther capitalized and just hit a power bomb and put Priest to sleep to retain. Damian Priest dominated the majority of this match. Again, I've hated the build to this. Gunther just looking weak, and nothing changed tonight. And Gunther's, in my eyes, with Gunther, he needed Finn Balor to defeat Damian Priest, because if Finn Balor did not get involved, I don't think Gunther is still the World Heavyweight Champion. So I'm not excited about the direction of Gunther right now. I don't understand why they had to make him look weak in a rivalry against Damian Priest to build up a rivalry with Finn Balor and Damian Priest now. Where's Gunther going to go after this? I don't know. Priest could argue that he deserves another shot because Finn Balor got involved again. I don't think they're going to do Priest versus Gunther again, but this felt like a waste of time because Gunther didn't prove Priest wrong. Gunther didn't get a statement win tonight. It was just a rehash of SummerSlam with the same finish pretty much. Finn Balor gets involved and helps Gunther win. Wasn't happy with this match at all, and I wasn't just not happy with the direction of Gunther. Again, I have faith that they have some kind of bigger plan for him. If they're going to ultimately turn him babyface, we'll see. But this match didn't work for me at all. The men's WarGames match, the match everybody was waiting for the entire night. It had to be the main event. I don't know how you can not have this match close the show with all this star power. I loved at the beginning of the match, Roman Reigns shook everybody's hands besides CM Punk, and they had a stare down. The crowd was up for this match, very lively, chanting CM Punk several times. We got "This is Usi" chant as well a few times during this match. CM Punk was about to enter this match, but Reigns stopped him. Sami Zayn got in, the awkward moment. They're staring at each other. Punk gets his revenge later on. Roman Reigns is going to enter next, but Punk just marches right in front of him. He got in some offense, but this is when the new version of the Bloodline was in total control. Solo Sikoa had a chain. He locked the door with his own lock, so Roman Reigns couldn't get in. He had to climb over the cage to get in. He ended up beating down the whole new version of the Bloodline by himself, essentially. Paul Heyman shows up as CM Punk and Roman Reigns are arguing. Heyman says, "Hey, we need to get on the same page here. You bring out the best of each other when you work together." Atu went for a moonsault here. He looked like he slipped up and hurt his knee, but thankfully on Fightful Select, they just, clarified that he's not actually injured, which is good news. Unfortunately, Bronson Reed appears to be injured coming out of this match. It may have injured both of his ankles out of that report from Fightful Select, so that absolutely sucks. He had some great moments in this match as well. In the end, Solo Sikoa is by himself. The Usos, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns all hit their finishers. Punk hits a GTS, and then Roman Reigns hits a spear and pins Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa pinned Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, so Reigns gets his revenge here. Great match. No real complaints about the match. My only complaint is I was expecting some kind of major twist at the end. I was expecting Heyman to screw over somebody, screw over Roman Reigns, screw over CM Punk. All we got here at the end is Roman Reigns and CM Punk shaking hands, which is a great moment, and CM Punk and Paul Heyman after the match, Punk hugging Heyman and saying, "You're going to owe me one." So we still get that favor. We don't know what it's going to be, but I was hoping for The Rock, maybe Brock Lesnar, something. I was hoping for some kind of clarity with who attacked Jade Cargill. We're just going to have to wait to find those answers. But overall, Survivor Series was a good show. I don't think it lived up to the hype. I think it was a good show, not a great show. I thought the women's WarGames match left a lot to be desired, the first half of it at least. I thought Shinsuke Nakamura winning the United States Championship was an interesting decision. I would have kept the title on night. It just felt random. And I thought the Gunther match with Damian Priest was a slog for the most part, with Gunther looking weak. I don't know what they're doing with Gunther. I don't need to see Finn Balor versus Damian Priest again, to be honest. I'm ready to move on from that. Unless maybe Damian Priest finds a tag team partner and takes those World Tag Team titles away from JD McDonough and Finn Balor. Maybe that will be interesting. But I like the interactions between CM Punk and Roman Reigns tonight. There's a lot of meat on that bone. There's a lot of ways to go with a rivalry there. Punk said on this past Friday SmackDown, if you want to have this conversation again without Paul Heyman here, I'm down to do it. So we'll see, but I think they're going to go the separate ways for now. There was also no Seth Rollins. I was expecting maybe Seth Rollins to get involved tonight, and he just wasn't there at all. And maybe he's got to have a problem with CM Punk and Roman Reigns shaking hands. He's got to have a problem with CM Punk essentially taking his spot because Rollins refused to accept the OG Bloodline's offer here, and because he didn't want to work with Roman Reigns ever again. But we didn't get The Rock, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, all these returns I'm hoping for and waiting for. We just instead got a decent premium live event. Overall, again, decent show. I thought it was going to be better. But that is it for this review. We'll see you guys on Monday for the Raw review. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And thank you so much for watching.